I met a Gypsy.
Did Ricky bring in the training then? Was
Yeah.
he the first? It was him, wasn't it? Yeah. He
Yeah.
really changed it. Yeah, you could always, there's probably almost in mountain biking it was the same. I can't remember who brought that fitness
Who do you reckon that it was?
Don't know. Let me think about it for a bit. I do, yeah, but you know.
Would it be Gwin?
I think it was before then.
You reckon?
Yeah, but Gwin brought in. Gwin really was like, to me, he was the strongest. Probably from the gym, perhaps, or whatever. But like he would, or from motocross, but he would straight line shit that wasn't straight lineable. That was how he is. He would fucking just like he's
he brought
strong.
in the muscle.
He was just an animal. Yeah, yeah. I saw him come over this brow of a hill, probably at Wyndham, I think it was, and there was a fucking rut going the wrong way, and he hit it, and I was like, fuck, he's going to die. Like, it was high speed, and he just straight through it. Like, it was nothing. I'll never forget it. In commentary, it was, like, insane. Yeah, he just rode it out. Like, it was nothing. Yeah, no, he was, look how, what he won. 20 World Cups. Amazing.
Well, now that we think about this, because I was around the Hannahs, mate, they were fit as fuck.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, so it was...
Mick's an animal, man.
It was way...
Mick is on... I believe another level of fitness. I do believe that. When he was racing, apparently his dad, there's loads of these stories.
I've been on those days,
You might know
bro.
this one, but he went riding somewhere, like they drove like 2 hours to a hill, and I think Mick had to ride up on his downhill bike, up and down, did his runs, and then he was like, his dad was like, I don't know if this is true or not. He was like, yeah, see you at home then. And then Mick rode his downhill bike home, and that is why he is what he is now. He's absolutely built.
I've been on days. Mick used to train a lot on his own.
Yeah.
But I used to ride with Tracy a lot.
Yeah.
So when she was young, before she went pro,
Yeah.
I would ride most Saturday mornings.
No way.
Yeah, I'd go to their house, and then the old boy would load up. They had like a Ford Falcon, like a AU Falcon with a box trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
And mate, he would fucking send it, bro. The trailer would skip.
Oh my God.
And we're talking like a full-on mountain range.
Yeah. No,
So the track that we rode the most, it's called Coranda Downhill Track. I'll send you like a YouTube video. It's unbelievable. I've probably done 1,000 runs of this track. But it's got a paved road. It's like a public road.
See it.
And you drive up, and then you just drop off the side of the mountain along, you ride down the ridge. For me, it was always like a 5.5 minute track. I think Mick probably was doing it in like 4.5 minutes.
Oh, it's that long?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
and it's
which mountains was that then in Australia?
you would have been able to. Oh, it was called Coranda.
It's not. You ain't got mountain ranges like, have you? You have skiing there though, don't you?
Yeah, down south.
This was up Cairns way.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah.
In them hills there.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
Yeah, fully jungle, dude.
So you have to cut that track in.
Yeah, dude, Glenn and them cut it in years ago. They used to ride up it on motocross bikes.
Yeah, I've heard a bit about. So this, I don't really like it in that rainforest. I'm going. I said in a few weeks, but it's wild in there, isn't it?
Try and do some riding. Will you be able to?
The trouble is, I fly in Wednesday. Thursday I'll be prepping, and I think the downhill's Friday, and then Saturday I leave because I'm going straight to Austria for Erzberg. So it's like that. And if I went any earlier, I'd have to race the Masters World Championship. So forget that, man. Forget that. I'm away a lot. Sometimes it depends, but often I'll try and keep a trip a bit short. Otherwise, it's another week gone. That's all.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so Mick used to, Dave Hannah drove this fucking road thousands and thousands and thousands of times.
Higher and higher speeds.
Mate, and dude, you'd sit in the back and we'd all just be like this. We'd get up the top and we'd probably do like...
Knowing him, I can picture this.
Mate, it was loose, dude. And like the fucking smell of the tyres when you got out on the side, he'd whip the thing around. And the car ride down, like you just beat the car.
Oh my God.
So it was like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and all day. But I'm pretty sure, so like we'd do like 7 to 10 runs, which is a good amount of riding.
It is at 4 minutes.
Mate, Mick would do like 17.
Yeah, that's
20,
right. Yeah,
like
he's an animal.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And we'd ride BMX. Tuesday night was BMX.
Because he come from BMX, didn't he, a little bit?
Yeah. Tuesday night was BMX practice. Friday night was BMX racing at our local course. And yeah, every single time he'd be there, he'd be doing 100 starts, like just doing squats every day. Like,
yeah.
He was a beast.
He's a
bro.
beast. Yeah, he is. He's
So
a beast.
somebody bought
One of the most
that.
powerful, sprinters there's ever been in the sport. That's for sure. Yeah, he's an absolute animal.
Yeah, so somebody bought in training before him or around.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when it really changed, but even Jürgen Beneke on Giant back in the day, he was my teammate. Like, he was leagues fitter than we were. He was in the gym in the hotel in the mornings. We'd be like, what are you doing?
Got a massive hangover.
Yeah, exactly. Walking by and it would be like that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was, come on, man.
Yeah, it'd make your hangover worse just looking at him.
Cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, we had a lot of hangovers back then.
So who was the first, you reckon, in fitness wise? Like, if
Well,
you had to
Beneke
think-
was really fit in the early 90s. He was proper big, strong, in the gym, pedalled.
Well, you'd have to think that cycling is a fitness sport.
Yeah, but not downhill.
Yeah, but
It was back then. The tracks were shit.
But
So I lived in the
everyone-
wrong era. I'm pissed because I hated pedaling and I wouldn't pedal. It was a thing not to pedal. So I would roll. Yeah, I'd roll everywhere.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't pedal. I never pedaled.
Fuck off. Even
Yeah,
in a race
I was
run.
known for not pedaling.
Even in a race
Oh
run.
yeah, absolutely in a race run.
What?
Yeah, fucking right. And if I got there and the track had much more than this table of flat in it, length of this table a few times, I could go anywhere in the world and I'd be like, nah, not for me. I ain't gonna do well here, so fuck it. And then the self-destruct button would be hit and I would just start partying really. And yeah, you imagine. And then you imagine with Giant, like the team manager was my team manager was a Tour de France rider. He was Greg LeMond's domestique. And he was just handed me and McCarroll.
Handed these two absolute fucking
And
muppets.
Miles Rockwell weren't much better. We were all together. We were just loose downhillers in the 90s.
Just partying every night, not pedaling.
Not pedaling. No, terrible not pedaling. Yeah,
I
not
didn't
training.
know that was the thing, that you just didn't pedal.
Yeah, didn't really pedal, no.
Do you wish you did?
No, not really. No. I was talking to Darren Henderson was my teammate on Giant. I know he lives in New Zealand, and I see him the other day, and he was like, I came over and stayed at yours, and we went training. He was like, I never forget, you get off and walks up all the climbs, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, but we're out fucking training. And he said, but one of them wasn't even a climb; it was just slightly uphill. And he said, and honestly, I had to wait for you for like 10 minutes at the top. You just wandered up it, and that was actually true. And if I was on my own, I would walk up the hills, and I had it in my head like, fuck this, fuck pedaling. Fuck downhill with pedaling in it. Downhill doesn't need pedaling. And I couldn't really get my head around it.
You're ahead of your time.
Yeah, and then maybe. And sometimes in the start go, I'd manage to build myself up for a sprint, for a pedally track. And I'd be like, right, you're going to fucking do this. This mental battle would start on day one of track walk. I'd be miserable up until that race, right? So for 4 days, and, just drinking and going out of control to deal with it all, really. And I'd sit and start going, right, you've got this. In the back of your mind, you're like, you haven't done any training whatsoever, you're fucked. But you're like, right, pedal, you're going to sprint. And I'd be like, 3, 2, 1, beep, 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 go. And honestly, I'd sprint, sometimes 5, 10 pedals, and the mental battle would be like, fuck this. And I would just sit down and stop pedaling. And then it developed into me, like sometimes I'd let my tyres down a bit soft at the top, and I'd know there's a fucking rock. I could double punch with the tyres and double flat, or, I've done all sorts to get out of race runs, and then come across the line, fucking just jump up and down, furious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was loads of that. Yeah, I did loads of that.
So you just weren't an athlete. We have the latest and greatest in the moto gaming experience with Monster Energy Supercross 2025, the official video game. Milestone, the studio behind the game, have rethought and redesigned some of the game's core mechanics from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. This fresh and redefined experience is not only the best graphics and physics that gaming has to offer, but the collaboration with Monster Energy means that this is also the most immersive career, bike, and story experience. The ship has sailed for me, ever lining up at A1, so this is about as close as I'll ever come. The physics are totally new, built from scratch, ruts change throughout the races, and the AI actually adapts to how you ride. Not only that, the new career mode is addictive too. It's fully dynamic so that every season is different, and for the first time, they've packed in the full 2025 championship, including SMX, and we even have 2-strokes. Plus, it's full cross-play, so you can battle your mates no matter what platform they play. It really is amazing how good the gaming experience is right now. Monster Energy Supercross 2025 is in stores now on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.